This is the training video on the XBACK Prolift. This brace is PDAC approved LO631. It's our newest brace, and it has a lot of unique and cool selling features to the brace that separates us from our competitors. The LO631 is going to be your most common used brace. When you first get this brace, when you open up the bag, when I pull out the XBACK Prolift, it will come like this. You'll notice that it's a one-piece brace. We usually stuck to two-piece braces because the two-piece brace would guarantee even compression when you line up the front panel and the back panel, which is very important when you're providing back bracing. What we decided to do on a one-piece brace and how to ensure that we would get even pressure, even on patients that are in between sizes, is to split the anterior panel. Actually, half of the anterior panel is on the left side of the brace, and half of the anterior panel is on the right side of the brace. We are actually the only company currently on the market right now that has this feature on the braces, which could be a very big selling feature. The reason I say that is a lot of our competitors will have one single anterior piece either on the left side or the right side. So they only have one piece, they don't have it split. What happens then is when a patient would put on a brace and they'd be in between sizes, the front panel would only line up kind of on the side of their hip. What happens then is when the patient pulls close, so if you can imagine the anterior panel just on this side, when they pull it, it's just going to pull on the left side and not the right side. So that causes uneven compression. What we did is we split the anterior panel again, so now you have pressure on both sides, even if you're here, here, or center. So it doesn't matter where the patient is. If they're in between a medium large, large, or extra large, they're always going to get that even compression. So all the patient's going to do is close that front closure. They're going to take their two O-rings, and you'll actually see when I pull this brace, it's actually going to lift the front panel as it pulls in the back panel. So it's going to kind of lift and pull in. So at the same time, you're getting even compression throughout the whole brace. So all the patient does then, once they're all fit, they're just going to take these two straps, put it there, and exit the brace. So all they're really doing is lining up the posterior panel, pulling the front panel closed, and pulling the straps. What we did with this brace is we also connected all the posterior strapping to the posterior panel. There's no extra fabric laying across the posterior panel to ensure that you get a good fit for each patient. As you saw when I was putting on the brace, this back piece helps lift and mold to the patient's back. That is because it's directly connected to the posterior panel. The other thing you'll notice is there's a cutout in the back piece of this brace. This is reducing any kind of spinal pressure for patients receiving injections or anybody having surgery sites in that area. All our braces, including this brace, has moisture wicking material on all patient. This is to cut down on the heat of the brace. Again, all our braces were designed for the patient compliance. So this brace is about 22 ounces, so it's very lightweight. It's a lot lighter than a lot of our competitors' bracing. Again, this cuts down on the bulkiness of the brace, again increasing the patient compliance. This is the training video on the XBACK Prolift.